Okay.
Test.
Okay, we're going to talk about how to solve systems of equations by linear combination. This is called linear combination, or it's called the elimination method. The reason why it's called the elimination method is we're going to start off from the very beginning by getting rid of one of our letters. I want to go back a second and talk about the fact on systems of equations. First off, when we're trying to find the solution, remembered, is an ordered pair. Okay, the ordered pair x and y. Okay, that's when we have one solution. Or we can have no solution or many solutions. Remember, we talked about that yesterday. Now, the easiest way to solve systems of equations, when both of them are in slope-intercept form, right here, what's the easiest way to solve this? By what? You can talk to me, yes, even though I'm recording. If they're both in y equals form, what did we do yesterday? Well, we did do, that was substitution. We did do that yesterday. What would be the easiest way to do this? Put it into y equals in the calculator to solve this by graphing. Okay, wait, but that's how we started it yesterday, right? And then the other way we did do it, which we moved into, we had one that was in standard form, one that was in slope-intercept, and we put it into, we solved it by substitution. And we did take, Stephanie, we did take that other one and solve it and put it into, by using substitution. Okay? Now, what we're doing this time, no? Okay. No, they did not. Okay, just a sec, we'll hang out. All right, so in this case, look, both of them are in standard form. See how they both say x and y? Okay, you need to go ahead and write this down. Go ahead and write x plus y equals 4 and x minus y equals 2. Now, I'm going to show you with the tiles just what's happening, but you guys are just going to write down the numbers right here and the letters. We're going to take these two equations and we're going to combine them. We're going to put them together. So I'm going to draw this line here and I'm going to combine them. Now before I do that, let me go over here and bring the tiles out to match it. This says x, a positive x, plus a positive y equals, let me draw my equals line, 4. 1. You don't have to draw the tiles right now. I just want you to watch with the tiles. Okay? The second equation right here says x minus y equals 2. Now, if I put these two equations together, if I combine them, so look right here, if I add them together, what is x and x? How many x's do I have? 2. I have 2x. What happens when it's y minus y? They cancel out. They make a zero pair. So this would go away. Okay? So now on the left-hand side, I have 2x equals, how many is over here on the right-hand side? 6, because I have 4 plus 2, which is 6. Now, can I find out what x is from here? How do I do that? Divide by 2. And I get x equals 3. Okay. Well, now wait, is this my solution? That's my x portion, right. So I have x and y. I have x is 3. Now to find out y, let's do the same thing we did in the other ones. Take one of the two equations. I'm going to take this top one right here. You don't have to. You can choose either one. I choose the top one because it's all positive. Now, x is 3. So you're going to substitute 3 in here for x. That second step right here is exactly what we've already been doing. So we have 3 plus y equals 4. What's y equal? Subtract 3 from each side. y equals 1. So my solution is 3, 1. Let's look at this again. All right, let's see here. All right, forget about the tiles. We're not going to worry about that right now. Right here, write down this problem. X plus y equals 5. Negative x plus y equals 1. Okay? So we're going to combine them. We're going to put them together. So let's draw a line right here. The reason why I can do this is because they're both in standard form. X then y, and then equals the number. Is there a letter when I combine them and put them together that goes away? Thank you. X minus x makes 0. It goes away. How many y's do I have? 2y equals 6. Okay? So what do I do from here? Divide by 2. Y equals 3. Am I done? No, I am not. I have x and I have y. Y is 3. I need to find x. Okay, well, you choose either one of these two equations. I'm going to choose this top one right here. People say, well, why do you choose it? I choose it because it has the most amount of positives. It doesn't really matter. It's just my preference. If you could have chosen the other one, you still will get the same answer. All right, so now y is 3. Take this and substitute it right here in for y. So I have x plus, what goes in there instead of y? 3 equals 5. Okay, so let me move my board down a little bit. There we go. So now I subtract 3 from each side. X equals 2. So my solution is 2, 3. Let's go with the next one. Write this one down. Take a minute and try and solve it. Okay, so write it down. Let's draw our line. Now when I go to combine, how many x's do I have? How did you get 3? Yeah, it's 2x and 1x. So I have 3x. What happens to my y's? They cancel out. Six minus 3? 3. What do I do from here? Divide by 3. Oh, x equals 1, right? Remember, the solutions are x then y. X is 1. Now we need to find y. Choose one of the two equations. I don't care which one. Which one do you want? Tell me, the top or the bottom? Well, you know what? I'm going to start with the bottom, but then I will do the top one and show you. So look, don't be fighting up in here. All right. All right, so I take that bottom one right there, and it says x is 1. So we're going to put 1 in here for x. Okay, so I have 1 plus y equals negative 3. Subtract 1 from each side. Y equals negative 4. Okay, so let me show you using the top one. I can do the same thing. What I just did right here, I can use the top equation and come up with the same number. So it doesn't matter which one. So right here I have 2x minus y equals 6. If I put 1 in here, this says 2 times x, 2 times 1, minus y is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. Minus y is 6. See, it just, in this case, it just has, we can come up with the same answer, but it's going to give us a little bit more steps to get there. So either way, we get -4 for each one of them. Next one. Write it down. Find your answer. Here we go. All right, so right here on this one, what you're going to do, let's put these together. And right now my x's eliminate. 2x minus 2x is 0. It goes away. How many y's do I have? 4y equals 2 plus 2, 4. Divide by 4. Y equals 1. Okay, so there's part of the answer, but I need x and y. So y is 1. What is x? Choose one of the two equations. I like this one because there's no negatives in it. So I'm going to come down here. 2x plus 2y equals 2. We're going to put this 1 in here for y. You get 2x plus 2 times 1 equals 2. What's 2 times 1? 2. Okay. So now let's go through. Subtract 2 from each side. 2x. Now, this is where people get stuck. They go, wait a minute, I just have 2x. What does 2x equal? 0. When you divide by 2, x is 0. 0 is a good number. It's better to have no money than to be in debt and to owe people money. Don't look at me like I'm lying. All right. We'll talk later. All right. Next one. Here's the next one. Okay. All right, so on this one, when you go to combine them, right here, how many x's do I have? 3x. My y's eliminate. And I get 8 plus 4, which is 12. Divide by 3. X equals 4. So I have 4, and now I need to find my y. Okay, which equation do you think I'm going to choose? I'm going to choose that top one. Why am I choosing that top one? It's all positive. X plus y equals 8. It says x is 4. We're going to put that in here. So I have 4. X comes out. Okay? So I have 4 plus y equals 8. Now what do I do? You don't divide. Subtract 4 from each side. Y equals 4. Okay. Next one. Okay, so on this one, when we go to combine them, I have 8x minus 7x, which is 1x. What happens with my y's? They cancel out. And then I get 1 minus 2, which is negative 1. So my solution is negative 1, and then I have some y number. Okay, choose either one of these two equations. It doesn't matter. I'm going to choose this top one. It truly does not matter which one you use. Okay, so now I'm going to take the negative 1. Look here. This is where people get stuck. And I'm going to put it in here for the x. This is just like the substitution we were doing, the second part. 8 times x. X is negative 1. Minus 3y equals 1. 8 times negative 1 is negative 8. Minus 3y equals 1. Okay, solve this just like our regular equations. Add 8 to each side. you get negative 3y equals 9. Divide by negative 3. What does y equal? Negative 3. So I go back up here. So it's negative 1, negative 3. Okay? Let's try another one. Wow. Okay, the next one, here we go. I'm going to combine these together. Negative 3x plus 3x. That makes a zero pair. They eliminate. I have 6y plus 2y. 8y equals. What's 9 minus 25? Negative 16. Divide by 8. Y equals negative 2. I always write it up here in my ordered pair right away. That way I make sure I write it in the correct order. Okay? Sometimes it helps to just write x and y below it so that you make sure. You don't want to get the problem wrong if it was multiple choice because they have the same numbers but just in different orders. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to choose, okay, the bottom one. I'm going to rewrite this here. 3x plus 2y equals negative 25. Y is negative 2. Same thing we were doing for substitution. Circle that and draw an arrow to where you're supposed to substitute it in. This is going to help you remember which letter it's supposed to go in there for. Now that says 2 times y. So I have 2 times negative 2, and that equals negative 25. Well, I have 3x. What's 2 times negative 2? Negative 4 equals negative 25. Now what? Add 4 to each side. 3x equals negative 21. Divide by 3. X equals negative 7. Muy bueno. Okay. Next one. There's the next one. Okay, here we go. First off, when we go through to eliminate, which letter looks the same? These y's are going to eliminate. I get 2x equals 2. Divide by 2. X equals 1. So for my solution, I have 1 and I need to find the y number. Doesn't matter which one you choose. I'll go ahead and choose this top one. Bring this down here. I have 7x minus 2y equals 23. Now it says x is 1. So I put this in here, and it goes in here for x. This says 7 times x. Well, 7 times x is 1 minus 2y equals 23. 7 times 1, 7, minus 2y equals 23. From here, subtract 7 from each side. Negative 2y equals, what's 23 minus 7? Now, is it positive or negative? Should be positive. This is positive up here. Divide by negative 2. Y equals negative 8. So my solution is 1, negative 8. Yes, ma'am.
How do you do, when you do this, how do you put negative 7 instead of positive 7?
When you're solving right here, right, and you get 7 minus 2y equals 23, you're trying to get the y by itself. So you have to add or subtract first, and you take the regular number, the one that's by itself without a letter, and you move that to the other side. This is the dividing. You have to do that next. Because you have to divide because it says negative 2 times y. And you do the opposite of times. Okay, that's, hold on, we'll do that one on the next one too. Okay. For those of you working on the worksheet on 4-2.1, you want to copy these on the back of your worksheet because these are the answer choices that you're going to have on this worksheet.